Hi girls! So as you can see, I'm not filming with my camera yet again. I'm just not really feeling good again today, and it's kind of like a big process to set it all up because I don't have a tripod, so I have to like position this weird box thing perfectly straight and then sit it on it and get the autofocus, because it doesn't have like an autofocus, so you have to focus it on yourself, so I have to like focus it and all this, and it's just a really big pain. And I decided that today I was just going to do a webcam video. And my webcam is not horrible quality. I mean, it's pretty good quality as far as webcams go, so I figured what the heck. Okay, so first let me just say I love that we're doing the questions in the sidebar thing. I think that's awesome, and it saved me so much time this week because I could just look at all the sidebars and get the questions, and yeah. Okay, question number 1 was from Paige, and she was wondering what exercise we do. And the only exercise that I've really done and found that I'm interested in is pole dancing. And I haven't been able to even do pole dancing since I was in my apartment back in like May and June. So I miss it tons. My pole isn't even up right now because there's no point of it taking up space in my room when I can't do it. And I'm kind of sad about that because I really just want to be able to get back into it, but I mean, it's one of those things that like it requires so much strength that even when I was feeling well enough to dance, I could only do it for about 20 minutes at a time max because it's just really, it's like a really intense workout kind of thing. So it makes me sad, and I'm hoping that come spring I'll be able to put it up again because I just miss it a lot. I still watch videos on YouTube and stuff, and then I make myself sad that I'm not able to do it. But hopefully I'll be able to do it this spring. That's my goal, at least for now. Maybe before that, if I'm lucky. Walking is something that I kind of got into, but I had the exact same problem as you, Kylie. I would walk, but every step I took, I'm like, okay, I'm getting further from home. Maybe I should just turn around now in case I start feeling sick. So, like, it was kind of hard because every day is different. With POTS, obviously, our symptoms are unpredictable, and we don't know when we're going to be feeling well enough to go, you know, a whole mile, or when we're going to be feeling well enough to go half a mile, or whatever. So, I don't know, I kind of stopped doing that. I still go for short little walks sometimes, either with Mike or with my dog, just like up the street or something like that, where I know it's easy to get back home. But yeah, that's one reason that I kind of wanted to get a treadmill, because I think I would like walking if I could do it in my house and I knew I could just, you know, lie down on the couch anytime. But for sure my favorite exercise is pole dancing. Anyways, Leah, your question was, or it was like a 3-part question, how long before we got diagnosed were we sick? Well, I was sick for a year and a half before diagnosis, but I'm kind of like, but when I do look back, I noticed that, for example, I got sick at mid-grade 8, and from the beginning of grade 8, all the gym classes, especially the ones I had in the morning, I would feel nauseous the whole time, and I just felt so tired, and I just kind of thought, I don't know, maybe I'm just not a morning person, I guess, but I always remember that after gym class, when I was in the class after gym, I'd just be so exhausted, and I didn't know why. I kind of thought I was just not athletic as well, because I've never really been a sports person, and I've never really, I guess, done a lot of exercise or been really into any of that kind of stuff, so I just figured that was why. It's funny because in grade 8, I got this calendar that had like, it was like this teen calendar thing, and it had all these cool stickers and stuff, and I wrote down every day what had happened that day, things like that on the calendar, and I actually still have it. And when I look back at it, I had tons of sick days in grade 8, and I guess at the time I just didn't really think much of it, just wasn't having a good year health-wise or something, but I had at least, like, before February when I got sick, I had at least, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 days where I either had to come home sick, half day, stay home sick, or got home from school and felt like crap, and things like that. So, at first I thought that my POTS just developed overnight because that's what it felt like, but I think most people find that when you look back, it's easy to see that it was kind of an ongoing thing for a while before it really hit. So, okay, now I can't remember the other part of the question. Oh yeah, how it affects our lives, or how it's affected our lives. Well, my POTS got really bad, like I said, when I was in 8th grade, so I was only 13, I guess? Or wait, yeah, I think I was 13. And so basically, I didn't really ever have the whole high school experience because all my high school was done at home. For the beginning of grade 9 and the beginning of grade 10, I tried going to school, and I would find almost every day I'd be coming home at lunch. Some days I'd make it through, then just be completely exhausted when I got home and not be able to even concentrate on homework, and it was too hard, so I ended up having to drop out come October, November, both years, because it just wasn't going to happen. For me, high school wasn't very fun. It was a lot of feeling left out and a lot of being really bored at home. And this was when I first got sick, so I was still in a stage where I was just completely kind of shocked that this had happened and not knowing what was going on and just kind of adapting to living with a chronic illness. So for grades 9 and 10, that was kind of how it was. And then grade 11 got a bit better because I was feeling a bit better, and I was able to go in almost every lunch hour for 40 minutes to see my friends at lunchtime, which I found was awesome. So as far as high school goes, grade 11 was definitely my best year. And then grade 12, I got a bit sicker again, so I wasn't really going in at lunch. And I had to take an extra year. And also having to see my friends graduate in grade 12 and not being able to be a part of that graduation wasn't that fun. But, I mean, by then I had learned to accept POTS and to kind of just take one day at a time and do the best that I could and try to think positively and all that great stuff. So after their graduation, I ended up having to take another year online anyways, so that was hard too, seeing all my friends go off to college and starting their first year, which is so exciting, and I was still kind of stuck back in high school. But I mean, that's something that a lot of us have to deal with, not necessarily regarding high school, but just that feeling of not being able to participate in things that our friends are able to do, and you get used to it, and you just try to make the best of it, and that's kind of where I am now, I guess. As far as work and school now, I'm not working. I've never been able to hold a job because I'm just not reliable enough. And school, I was in school, enrolled in college online back in September, and I had to drop my courses because I was too sick, wasn't able to do the work, and it was crazy amounts of work because I had this fantastic idea to enroll full-time from the beginning. So I ended up dropping that, but I do plan to go back in the fall, so I'm not going to give up on getting a college degree. The way I see it is, even if I'm not able to work, even if I'm not able to do anything with the degree that I get, I'm still going to have it. I'm going to be able to say that's one of my accomplishments, and I think that's really important for me. So, yeah. Okay, what else? Kylie, you asked what our worst favorite household chore was. For me, it sucks because my worst favorite for, POTS symptoms is my favorite thing to do, which is cooking. And I guess if you can consider that a chore, I guess it's a chore. It needs to be done. It puts a huge strain, I find, on me because normally when you're cooking, you're standing in one place for a while, and I often try to cook sitting down, but then I find that it's too hard. Like, I can't do what I want to do sitting down. So yeah, that's the hardest thing for me because I get sick pretty fast, and normally when I cook something, by the time it's cooked, I'm feeling too sick to eat it. So that's not too fun. I'm trying to look for creative ideas on how I can cook longer without feeling sick so quickly, because it's something that I love to do. I can't do it for too long without getting sick. So if you guys have any tips on that, let me know. Gwen, you're the only one this week that I don't think asked a question, or if you did, you didn't put it in the sidebar, I guess. But I'm so glad to hear that Sydney's doing well. That's awesome. I think we've all been through that with pets where they get sick, and it really is just completely heartbreaking. So I'm glad to hear that he's doing better. Okay, and I wanted to let you girls know that I'm working on the intro for our channel. I've had tons of problems with it. I swear iMovie is not cooperating at all. Just been a big disaster. I think all of the 5 Awesome Potsies are just plagued with, like, horribly bad luck with technology. Okay, so I'm going to end this now because I'm pretty sure it's too long. And I'll have to cut out a bunch of stuff. But I will see you all next week, and I hope you guys are all doing awesome, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, guys.